Ever since we talked about the Prisma case, it actually has risen in price quite a lot. Meanwhile, everyone is focusing on the Armory and the discontinued announced items that will be discontinued in the future. Meanwhile, cases are exploding in price, you could say. I mean, it has been worth around like €1.70, and slowly but surely over the last couple of weeks, it has been rising and reaching new all-time highs just like that. Pretty easy, right? I think cases still do have a very bright future. As you can see, there's like only 15,000 up on the Steam community market. Meanwhile, there's like 1.7 million requests to buy these, starting at €2. As you can see, this case has been worth around like 50 cents not a long time ago, just like 2 years ago, somewhere in that area. And ever since Valve removed these cases from the active drop pool, a lot of people started opening these cases, a lot of things happened, trade up updates happened, a lot of the skins got burned through, and people started opening more of these cases. So I think that these cases will be eventually going distinct in the future. I mean, just look at some other OG cases that have been reaching like €200. Also for me, honestly, a lot of the red skins from cases are one of the best investments in my opinion, at least to those cases that have been discontinued. So this means that the skins inside it are also discontinued. They get used up in trade-ups, the supply decreases of these, and the price will be slowly rising. For example, the M4A4 Emperor has currently slightly declined in price, and I think it's a great opportunity to buy these. Obviously not on the Steam community market because the skins here are way too expensive. Go ahead and buy them on some other third-party websites, you will save yourself a lot of money. The M4A4, the Emperor from the Prisma collection, is looking very beautiful in my opinion with some nice gloves. It is very matching. I mean, this skin is generally very underrated in my opinion, and the supply of these is decreasing. Obviously you can still get it by opening cases, so it's not that discontinued, but you can't get these cases in the active drop pool. So this means the supply of these is actually super limited up on the markets. Ever since the gold trade up update, a lot of people started using these red skins, but not only this one. Traded is an instant secure CS2 trading site. Do you want to sell your skins to get some new ones? Traded got you. Traded has over 800,000 skins you can choose from right now. Over 500 million trades were already made here. You also have a 24/7 support, which is very nice. And if trading is not for you, don't worry, Traded got you, because you can buy a lot of skins with the built-in marketplace, which has a lot of different nice looking skins. Also a lot of sales going on right now. The instant sell feature, you can sell your skins directly for some nice balance. And people who sign up with my code will get $5 for free on the first trade, up to 45% bonus on the first trade or store top-up balance. Click the link in the description. And thank you Traded for sponsoring this video. Also, I have some buy orders for the 2025 Austin Holos, and they're hitting sometimes, so throughout the video if we get some nice stickers, these are definitely nice investments, at least in my opinion. We talked about these in the previous video. I think a lot of the Austin Holos and also Copenhagen and some other Stockholm stickers are very underrated. That's at least my opinion. The sticker market is absolutely huge. A lot of people left it. In the future, a lot of people could be returning to this market. We'll have to see where it goes. Also, skins like this Farmer's Commemoration from the CS20 case, it's definitely not one of the most desirable skins, but in my opinion, it's a great play skin. I mean, obviously, it's not one of the most expensive skins out there. This one is in a field-tested condition, even not in the factory new one, 0.81. Still a pretty decent condition, and this skin looks absolutely amazing even in the field-tested condition. That's at least my opinion. And these cases have been discontinued already for such a long time. I mean, you can't really get these cases. The supply of these is obviously not that huge, but also not a lot of demand for these cases. So the supply is decreasing way lower compared to some other cases, but still, I think it does have some potential. I think you cannot do a lot of wrong here if you just buy one as a play skin, right? Sometimes for a skin, just the hype is enough to get it going. I mean, this skin has been selling before for like €1, somewhere in that area of third-party websites. It's a light blue skin from the Overpass 20 and 24 collection, the Wallbang Negev. I've bought this skin during this current crash. I've got a couple of them. Also, some of them are in pretty decent low floats. They will be coming into our inventory in the next couple of days, because they're still trade banned. Like over 30 pieces were sold for like over €3, which is kind of insane in my opinion. As you can see here, 26 pieces somewhere, 19 for €2.87 and stuff, 30 pieces for €3. It's absolutely insane. And then we came even lower because a lot of people are giving up on the Overpass 20 and 24 collection. For example, the sweet little angels, the dual Berettas in the factory new condition, were selling around for like almost €30 on the Steam community market, somewhere in that area. And this crash caused this skin to go down to €23 up on the Steam community market. On third-party websites, you can buy these skins for like $20, somewhere in that area. I'm pretty confident in these skins. I mean, what happens if Valve introduces new skins to the Armory? but they will be like the train collection or like the graphic design collection, not desirable at all. And in the meantime, most of the people will be spending their Armory stars on the new collection and ignoring the Overpass collection. So this could bring the prices obviously down, just we've seen it before. This skin has been around at like 34 euros before. When it came out, it was also like 20 euros. So we reached that price. I think it's a pretty desirable skin. So it's kind of very unpredictable what's gonna happen to it. Be very careful and make your own research up on these investments. I mean, the Zeus Dragon Snore is a separate story for it alone. I mean, it was selling for almost like 200 euros upon the Steam community market. And understand it's a very nice investment in the factory new condition long term. That's why I'll be grabbing myself some, but currently it's completely dropping in price. One was sold on the Steam community market for 35 euros. Can you imagine buying this Zeus in the factory new condition for 30 euros? I mean, the price has dropped ever since, but slightly increased because the demand is still there. And I think it will be a very nice investment. I mean, it's definitely not expensive, and it's a direct trade-up skin to the AK-47B, the monster, which is in the factory new condition super expensive. So the floats up on these skins are super important, and there's only like 5 pages here. So definitely during the hype, when the new skins get introduced to the game, I can see these skins also dropping in price. A lot of the Overpass skins could reach new all-time lows. That's at least my prediction. And during this time, I'll be definitely stacking up on some more of these Dragon Snores. I've seen people invested into these. They've spent so much money and they've crashed a lot. So I think, guys, if you haven't gotten for these skins, definitely check them out. It's very interesting what's gonna happen to them. Also, we're currently doing the Arc Momentum giveaway. If you want to participate and win this skin from the Prisma collection, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and make sure that your Steam trading is in a YouTube description so I can see it and send you the skin if you win. I wish to all of you the best of luck, and let's get right into the next investment on our list. This is very speculative, right? But I've been investing into these Glock 18 Glocking Birds back in the day when they were like 30 euros each on the Steam community market. Ever since, they've completely dropped in price because there's not a lot of demand for these, and the factory new conditions aren't really desirable because the AVP green energy is also very desirable. But the real question is Valve actually gonna introduce any new collections to the active drop pool with the new huge update? Because sometimes they discontinue some cases without even announcing it, right? So I think these collections will be also gone out of the active drop pool, and Valve is not gonna tell us. That's at least my own prediction upon it, and some of these collections could be hidden gems in the future. That's at least my prediction ever since Valve introduced terminals to the game. Maybe there's some other plans with these collections. Let's see where it goes. As you can see, for example, a lot of the charms haven't been announced, discontinued from the Armory, and a lot of people are upset about it because these have been almost like 2 years in the Armory by now. These are the first gen charms. So this means a lot of people started giving up on these investments. It dropped down almost to like 20 euros, as you can see. It's absolutely unimaginable actually, but these charms have been like 45 euros previously upon the Steam community market, and ever since we're currently going on a very dry streak. Obviously, when these charms came out, they were also like around 20 euros. So I think they do have a set price because there's still a lot of demand for these. These are getting bought a lot, 25 pieces in just 1 hour for 25 euros, which is kind of insane. The price is still going up slightly, but be very careful upon your charm investments, because at the end of the day, I'm not sure if Valve is even gonna remove them from the Armory. There's rumors going around that Valve could add also new agents to the game. That's why a lot of the agent prices are currently crashing, but to be honest, I don't see Valve adding new agents to the game very soon, because they're not even introducing new charms to the game. How would they add agents, right? That's at least my own prediction. Valve can do anything at this point. You already know they can bring out gold trade-up updates, they could make stickers tradable at this point, who knows, right? But with the sticker slabs, I don't think that they're gonna make stickers tradable, right? As predicted, the sealed dead hand terminal will stay around like 3 euros. It will be the more expensive version of the Dreams and Nightmare case, and this is definitely the case. The cheapest one are currently selling for like 2 euros something on third-party websites, but on the Steam community market we're at around like 3 euros. It's definitely not guaranteed worth it opening these terminals, but I think the price will be always there because you can always get the gold, and people generally enjoy opening something because it's also for free. You get 5 tries to hit a gold and you don't even need to buy it, right? So this is the craziest part. I think some people will be definitely keep opening these, and the price will stay around like 2 to 3 euros for a very long time. That's at least my prediction upon this terminal. Also, over the next couple of months, I think the glove case will be reaching like 18 to 19 euros yet again. It has dropped ever since the new gloves have been introduced to the game. It was like selling for 30 euros before the glove case. Can you imagine 30 euros? It's absolutely insane. And we've dropped all the way down to like 15 euros. Currently settled around almost at 16, and I think it's still a great opportunity to go for glove cases. Also for the butterfly case, the breakout case, they're also very underrated and are slowly rising in price, and not a lot of people are taking a look at these. But I generally think that cases are one of the best investments in CS2 currently, and they will be performing very well because this is one of the best cases in the game. Even though not a lot of people like the older gloves, for example, because the new gloves may look a little bit better, right? over the long run, I think people will still prioritize the old gen gloves. That's at least my opinion, and also there's a few exceptions, like for the ultraviolet gloves, they will be always desirable, no question about that. And if you're interested in other CS2 investment videos, definitely go ahead and watch my other videos.